So, lights go out for tonight's A main. Walsh and Grange, Gleeson and Mackenzie. Dienhoven in the 53, Verhoeven in the 5, set to go. Perry at the back in the 55, down the back straight. Grange gets the lead. Walsh now tacks onto the tail. Here comes Mackenzie on the outside of Gleeson. Dienhoven's getting belted around. Verhoeven, as we say, that Stansfield comes on the inside. Also Michael Code in the 51. Inside he goes on Stansfield. Back straight we travel. Grange still your leader. Back to Walsh. Hits that little bit of a rut coming into turn number 3. Gleeson on the inside of Mackenzie. They did this last night too in the A-main, if you remember. Walsh just trying to hang on to that second spot. Yellow on the racetrack. Trevor Perry in the 55 brings on the caution. Parked it up there in turn 3 and 4. Sitting behind him is the 8 car of Jamie May. Set to go. Code gives him a tap. We're going racing. Grange goes back to the bottom to protect it. Yellow. Go out. Still about 13 to run. So Grange, Walsh, Gleeson, Mackenzie. He keeps doing it. Mackenzie give Gleeson a tap up the backside. Returns the serve from last night. He's got 2 cars in front of him. Gleeson and Mackenzie go to work. Walsh and Grange are just in front of him. Our top 3 is Grange, Walsh, Gleeson and Mackenzie going at it. Mackenzie now rockets his way to 3rd. Back to Dienhoven. Back to Code and Jamie May. That's position number 7. On the front straight, 10 and a half to run. Grange is still your leader. Walsh, Mackenzie making that outside groove work. Gleeson in the 21, sitting now 4th. Dienhoven protects the bottom. If you're going to go around him, you've got to go to the top. It's the only way you're going to get past. Michael Code and Jamie May. Paul Verhoeven in the 5. Bit further back in the pack. We're still 8.5 to run. Mackenzie now holding on to 3rd. Gleeson still wants to go back on racing terms. Mackenzie, look how sideways he is. He's throwing it halfway down the back straight, I'm sure. That is the 98. Just as we watch that car, have a look at it. He's trying to protect that spot. He probably realised then, as he was sideways the last one, that he had Gleeson not too far behind him. 6.5 to run for Grange in the 56. Back to Walsh. Gleeson goes to work on the 98. Code around the outside of Dienhoven. As he goes around Jamie May. Dienhoven be just looking at him. If you want to go around me, guys, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to work that top groove. Verhoeven. Being passed by the 57 car of Troy Hose. So Hose now on the move. But just as we say that, 4 to run. Here tonight in the A-main for our Super Rods. Grange. Walsh. Hits the rut, stands it up on 2 wheels. Mackenzie. Back to Gleeson. Dienhoven hanging on for 5th. Code now running, trying to run that top. Comes into turn 3 and 4. 2.5 to run for our leader. He comes up on the back of the George Wollstonecroft, number 66. All he's got to do is just tiptoe through. Almost at the closing stages. Mackenzie holds on to third. Gleeson, Dienhoven has got a very hard charging around the outside. Michael Code goes to work in the 51. Back to Jamie May. As we say, that kiss in the concrete would be Troy Hose in the 57. So back straight we travel. Checker to come out for Neville Grange. Sean Walsh will take second. Ewan McKenzie, Troy Gleeson. Michael Code, Peter Dienhoven, Jamie May, Trevor Perry, Troy Hose rounds out your 9. Paul Verhoeven, Adrian Reek, Paul Singleton, George Wollstonecroft, Howard Stansfield finishes 14th. Tonight's A main. So taking the win, car number 56, the Lang 56 of Neville Grange. Sean Walsh takes home second in the Simpson 13. Warrnambool 90 out of Ewan McKenzie, and Troy Gleeson rounds out your 4. As cars now head back to the pits for tonight's final of our Super Rods. Don't forget presentations for our Super Rods and also limited sporties will be done in the pit area after tonight's fireworks display. So come on, folks, put your hands together for the Lang 56 of Neville Grange. So Neville takes the win. Come on, folks, put your hands together for our Super Rods tonight. They put on a great show. Back tomorrow night.